Hey everyone, it's Crystal from Craft Lab by Numania, and I am working on a collaboration with the Massey Art Studio and the other patrons that participate. And the theme of this collaboration is what makes me smile. And I tell you, what makes me smile is just being able to paint and use colors and do different techniques and really experiment. I personally really love the scientific portion of fluid art, and so I'm always looking to see how I can develop new things. So I do Lyft that's how I make money right now. I got laid off in October, and when I was driving one night, a rider told me about an idea, and I've been practicing with it. And it's basically putting painter's tape onto the canvas and making different geometric shapes. I've had 2 paintings I've done already, and this will be my 3rd try at trying to make this. I've seen it on YouTube where they've done the pour. They've done a ring pour or whatever technique they used. And then once the pour dried, they taped over it and then painted just regular paint over it and then peeled it off, and you could see the pour through the paint. But what I've been doing, and that's probably the easier way to do it, but I like to do things the hard way, and there's nothing wrong with that. What I've been doing is putting the paint down first, then taping, and then doing the pour on top of the tape. I've learned a lot in my first 2 attempts, and this will be my 3rd attempt. I have already gone ahead and done 1 layer of paint on this canvas here. This is a 24 by 12 inch, I do believe, and it's a gallery wrapped. One of the things I have learned in this process is you have to paint the tape down. It bubbles up, or it bunches up, or whatever you want to call it, and paint seeps underneath the edges. So I'm just going to add a layer over top of the tape to make sure it's stuck and no color is going to get under it. All right, take 2, because that roller I was using was trash. So anyway, my point being, when you take the tape off, you want all of the layers and the levels of the texture that you're trying to create are all consistent. So I do the whole thing. I'm only looking for these pops of color through the lines that I've put the tape, the painter's tape on, through the pour that I'm going to do. Just for interest, depth, texture, all the things, right? All right, now we're ready for the pour. So because this is a 30 by 12, we need approximately 16 ounces. I added the 3 more ounces because this is gallery wrapped. It's got the deep edges. And so I'm going to split that in half, and I'm going to do about 8 ounces in each of these. And these are 16-ounce cups. And what I'm going to do is 2 cup pours on the, so I don't have to stretch the paint all the way down. And I'm going to do 2 cups, and I'm going to layer them exactly the same and see if I can get like a mirror image. We'll see what happens. I don't know how it's going to go. Again, it's just an experiment. This is what makes me smile. Okay. For the colors, I've been struggling with this for days on what colors I wanted to use, and I have settled on Artist Loft Red Ochre or ochre or whatever, however you want to call that. And I don't have the label on this, but it is Artist Loft Cadmium Yellow Hue. And then I have 2 of my favorite colors right now are from Folk Art. This is Silver Marlin from Folk Art, and this is Midnight from Folk Art. This Midnight has such a lovely, like a violet hue. I think it's going to go really well with the inkwell that's on here. It's a black with a pretty blue hue, and then the Silver Marlin definitely has a blue hue. It's a gray with a blue hue. Then I've got the Folk Art Iridescent. So this is Red Flash. I've used this in some of my other paintings. Then I also have Deco Art Rose Gold, and I'm using Amsterdam White and Pearl White. So I'm going to be layering those colors in there. So I'm just going to open these up. And hopefully this will turn out. We shall see. Okay, I'm gonna put my pearl white over here so I don't get it confused. Actually, I'm gonna do that the opposite. Okay. All right, you can tell these cups are pretty balanced. They're pretty much, they're as identical as I could get them. And I'm just going to pour each of them separately. I'm not going to pour them at the same time because I'm not that graceful. But I am going to try and pour it so that the majority of it goes into, or the center of it goes into the triangle that has been created over here. And then this cup, the triangle that has been created over here. This looks really good. I am loving the color combination. At first, I thought it was going to turn out to be mud when it first started flowing, but now it's very much got that sunrise, sunset vibe I was looking for. And the gray and the blue really makes it kind of pop, and that red really shines through. It looks very Santa Fe-ish with the color scheme. So let me clean up the edges, and so what I need to do is let this sit for just a little bit, and then I have to take the tape off while it's still wet, because if you do it after it dries, then you'll peel the paint off. So I'm going to go ahead and clean myself up. As you can see, I got paint everywhere. Clean up the edges, and then I'll come back for the reveal. All right, see you soon. All right, now it's time for the reveal. Now this is still very wet. So this is the trickiest part. And it always makes me nervous. So I'm going to do my best here with that and try not to ruin it. All right, so here it is. And I really wish I had told myself I wanted to do, I wanted you guys to be able to see it before I removed the tape. So you could see what it looked like. And then you would have, you know, a better understanding of what you thought before and after. I don't hate it. I still feel like I need to continue working on this technique and figuring out a way to be able to remove the tape and know which one goes where. But these colors are great. I think all of the pieces that stayed were my favorite parts, so I didn't remove anything that I absolutely loved with the tape. And I think it really looks, you know, like a desert sunset. So I'm happy with it. And this is what makes me smile. All right. All right, everybody. This is after the touch-up and cleanup. It's looking much better. There's just one little spot left right about here that needs to be done, but everything else cleaned up really well. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I really liked that pour that I did prior to peeling off the tape, so I might try those colors again just in a pour without doing the tape. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and please move on to Elaine's, or the Duchess as the boys lovingly call her, at ELAYNEBURTONART. That's Elaine Burton Art with a Y instead of an I. I hope to see you guys all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.